Did you know that up until this year, Canadian airline WestJet operated 4 Boeing 767-300ER aircraft? While only flying with the carrier for under 5 years, the jet fundamentally changed WestJet from a domestic Canadian airline to a more significant rival for Air Canada. WestJet started taking its first Boeing 767-300ERs in the second half of 2015. The airline had acquired these used aircraft, most of which were over 20 years old, from Qantas. The first 767-300ER touched down in Canada on August 27, 2015. The airline was eagerly looking forward to flights to London Gatwick from 2016. However, initially the 767s flew domestically between Toronto and Calgary and internationally from Alberta to Hawaii and Toronto to Jamaica. After flying first domestically for a bit in January of 2016, the airline flew its first flight to Hawaii using its own Boeing 767-300ER jet. The aircraft initially flew from Calgary and Edmonton to Honolulu and Maui. Finally, in May of 2016, WestJet flew its first non-stop flights from Canada to London Gatwick. Flights initially started from Vancouver, Calgary and Toronto and would later be followed up with service from Winnipeg and Edmonton to London. While WestJet had previously flown transatlantic routes with its 737s, the service to London marked the carrier's most high-profile operations to London. Largely seen as a trial wide-body experience, after about a year of Boeing 767 operations to London, WestJet announced that it was purchasing Boeing 787 Dreamliners. These aircraft would first come in around 2019 and were, of course, far more fuel efficient. As a significant bonus, the Dreamliners wouldn't be plagued by the same maintenance issues that the 767s experienced. The Boeing 787s fully established WestJet's transition to a full-service carrier. While the 767s lacked a business-class cabin, WestJet went all out with a reverse herringbone lie-flat product on board its Boeing 787s. Given their age, it was always clear that the Boeing 767s would not be flying for very long with WestJet. Indeed, it was only a matter of time before the jets would leave the airline. However shorter term WestJet had planned for its 767s, the global health crisis of 2020 brought plans forward. With travel demand decimated, keeping the Boeing 767s cost more than worthwhile during the crisis. Even though the jets have since left WestJet, they're still flying, now in service with Amazon Prime Air as freighters. Even though WestJet is now done with the 767, the aircraft should be celebrated in the airline's history as the aircraft that proved the airline was capable of wide-body premium operations to London, blazing a trail for the 787. Did you ever fly on WestJet 767s? Was your trip delayed because of mechanical problems? Let us know in the comments. Did you know that we publish over 175 stories every single week on simpleflying.com? Be sure to check the link in the description for more great stories just like this. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe before you go.